All right, this is Ruben Loewen here in McAllen, Texas. This is my leadership goal for today. All right. So, trying to, working on this inner game. It's all coming back around, right? And what this is all about, oh, this is just amazing, right? If there's a part of your brain, in the amygdala part of your brain, that when you have a desire for something strong enough, it'll cause your subconscious mind to always seek it. Always. So when you're on your path, man, and you're coming to a fork in the road, it's always going to choose that fork in the road. It's going to get you closest to that dream, right? To that this goal that has that really strong desire. Okay. And even when you go into beta, so even when you go into crisis mode, where you can't bring in anything, your brain doesn't process any new information. It only sticks with the already old subconscious programming. Okay, it tries to use that to get you to get you out of your situation. Okay, even when you're in beta, if you've got that strong desire, that deep desired goal, even in beta, it'll continue to take you closer to your goal, even when you're in beta mode. Okay, that's huge, right? And so, but what comes around, so I'm like, okay, I've studied personality profiles, temperaments, the love languages, NLP, all of these things, all right? And usually the first thing you do is you focus on yourself and you figure out who you are, right? Then it's like you start paying attention to the person you're talking to and understanding who they are. And then at that point, when you understand what it is about them or where they're going, they'll give you clues. They'll give you indicators on what's of the greatest importance to them. Okay, and it may be their family. That's always a big one. It may be their security. That's another big one. Okay, but those things, it's going to keep them from doing anything new, right? They're trying to get what they got in order, right? And they're not bringing anything new in, and that'll prevent them from seeking an opportunity. So you just keep calling and calling and calling, right? And then it's kind of like I heard it said, like in martial arts or boxing, when you first get started, man, a punch is so much more than a punch. It's your turning that your shoulders and your hips around and pushing with that right foot, transferring that weight from the back foot to the front foot, right? And then bringing that punch straight back, and follow through and all that. And it's just like a lot to think about. But then you do it and you do it and you do it and you do it and do it. Pretty soon a punch is, again, just a punch. Okay. And so it's the same thing. You just keep making these calls, keep making these calls, keep making these calls. And listening and understanding what that person that you're talking to wants, okay, what it is they're looking for, right? And and a lot of times just giving them value will, because many times that's what they're looking for, okay? And if you miss that, you miss a lot. All right, but then it's just making them calls. I made like almost 40. I think I made like 42 calls yesterday, and on top of what I do, on top of my job, on top of working. Okay, after I finished making my work calls, I got to the business calls, and I had a good work day yesterday too. So, all right, but that's what it is. you've got to hone that your inner game on the run. As you're doing this business, you will implement all the things that you've tried to learn, right? And once you start implementing them, then they become part of you. All right. Have a great Tuesday.